high in the sacred mountains of Japan, a tale of incredible antiquity lies hidden. The Takenouchi Manuscripts, shrouded in mystery and controversy, whisper of a time before recorded history. Their pages, if we are to believe them, hold not only the history of Japan, but of all humankind. They speak of gods and emperors, of advanced technology and global empires. They tell of a time when Japan was the heart of the world. However, these ancient texts are not without their critics. Many scholars dismiss them as elaborate hoaxes. They point to the lack of physical evidence and the convenient timing of their discovery. Others see them as potential propaganda, designed to bolster Japanese nationalism. The truth, as is often the case with ancient mysteries, remains elusive. The Takenouchi Manuscripts present a compelling enigma. They offer a tantalizing glimpse into a past that challenges our understanding of history. Whether they hold genuine secrets of antiquity or are merely a clever fabrication, their impact on our collective imagination is undeniable. Join us as we delve into the enigmatic world of the Takenouchi Manuscripts, exploring their origins, their content, and the ongoing debates surrounding their authenticity. The story of the Takenouchi Manuscripts is deeply intertwined with the lineage of the Takenouchi family. They claim descent from Takenouchino Matori, a sage and scholar who lived over 1500 years ago. According to family tradition, Matori was entrusted with ancient sacred texts. These texts, passed down through generations, would become known as the Takenouchi Manuscripts. For centuries, the Takenouchi family guarded these ancient secrets. They served as priests at the Kosoko Taijingu Shrine, nestled deep within the mountains of Toyama Prefecture. This shrine, according to the manuscripts, was a place of immense spiritual significance. It was here that the divine knowledge contained within the manuscripts was said to be preserved. The family's role as custodians of this hidden history placed them in a unique position. They were privy to knowledge that contradicted the accepted historical narrative. Yet, for generations they kept their secrets, sharing them only with a select few. It was not until the early 20th century that the Takenouchi Manuscripts would emerge from the shadows, sparking controversy and igniting the imagination of those drawn to ancient mysteries. The Takenouchi Manuscripts paint a picture of a world vastly different from our own understanding. They begin by describing the creation of the universe, not in 6 days, but over billions of years. They speak of a time when gods walked the earth, interacting with humanity and shaping the course of civilization. Central to the narrative is the figure of Sumera-Mikoto, the son of the sun god. He is portrayed as a benevolent ruler who united the world under his reign. During his time, Japan, known then as Mizuho, was the center of a global empire. Advanced technology flourished, including flying machines and sophisticated communication systems. The manuscripts describe a world where peace and prosperity reigned. Sumera-Mikoto established a system of governance based on divine principles. He divided the world into 16 regions, each ruled by a king appointed by the emperor himself. This golden age, however, was not to last. Humanity, as is often the case, strayed from the path of righteousness, leading to a decline and the eventual fall from grace. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Takenouchi manuscripts is the emphasis on the chrysanthemum flower. This symbol, known as the chrysanthemum seal, holds deep significance in Japanese culture. It is the emblem of the imperial family, representing the emperor's authority and the divine right to rule. According to the manuscripts, the chrysanthemum seal was first used by Sumera-Mikoto. The 16 petals of the flower represented the 16 regions of his global empire. The seal was a symbol of unity, representing the interconnectedness of all nations under a single, divinely appointed ruler. The presence of the chrysanthemum symbol in other ancient cultures, such as Egypt and Babylon, has led some to speculate about a possible connection. Could this be evidence of a shared cultural heritage, a lost civilization that predates our current understanding of history? The Takenouchi manuscripts offer a tantalizing possibility, one that continues to fuel the imaginations of those seeking answers in the mists of time. Section 5. The Twilight of a Golden Age. Cataclysm and Change. The Takenouchi manuscripts do not shy away from depicting the consequences of human fallibility. Just as they describe a time of great advancement and spiritual enlightenment, they also recount the decline that followed. The golden age of Sumera-Mikoto, they tell us, was not destined to last. As generations passed, humanity strayed from the divine path. Greed, corruption, and a lust for power began to erode the foundations of society. The rulers became decadent, forgetting their sacred duty to the people. This moral decay, the manuscripts claim, angered the gods, leading to a series of cataclysmic events. Earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and massive floods ravaged the land. 2 continents, Tamiara and Mioi, sank beneath the waves, swallowed by the unforgiving ocean. This period of destruction and upheaval marked the end of an era, the fall of a once great civilization. It served as a stark reminder of the impermanence of even the most powerful empires and the cyclical nature of history. Section 6. Prophets in the East, Moses and Jesus in Japan. Perhaps the most startling claim made by the Takenouchi manuscripts is the presence of both Moses and Jesus in ancient Japan. This assertion, if true, would rewrite our understanding of religious history, challenging long-held beliefs and traditional narratives. According to the texts, Moses, after fleeing Egypt, journeyed eastward, eventually reaching the shores of Japan. He settled in the province of Ishikawa, where he continued to preach his message of monotheism. His tomb, the manuscripts claim, can still be found at the foot of Mount Hodatsu. The story of Jesus is even more astounding. The manuscripts claim that Jesus did not die on the cross, but instead traveled to Japan to escape persecution. He lived out his days in the village of Shingo, spreading his teachings and living to the ripe old age of 106. A tomb in Shingo is said to be his final resting place. These claims, while intriguing, have been met with widespread skepticism from historians and religious scholars. The lack of any corroborating evidence and the potential for misinterpretations of ancient texts make it difficult to substantiate these extraordinary assertions. Section 7. Fact, Fiction, or Fabrication. Unraveling the Controversy. The Takenouchi manuscripts have been the subject of intense debate since their emergence into the public eye. Their claims, ranging from the technologically advanced to the religiously unorthodox, have sparked controversy and divided opinion. Critics of the manuscripts point to several key issues. The most damning is the lack of any original documents. The texts we have today are said to be copies, transcribed from much older sources. This raises questions about their authenticity and the possibility of alterations or embellishments over time. Some scholars believe the manuscripts were created much later than claimed, possibly in the 19th or early 20th century. They suggest they may have been part of a deliberate effort to create a sense of national pride and historical importance during a time of Japanese expansionism. Others dismiss the manuscripts as an outright hoax, fabricated for personal gain or to promote a particular religious agenda. The founder of a Shinto sect based on the manuscripts, Kiyomaro Takenouchi, had a vested interest in their legitimacy. Despite the controversy, the Takenouchi manuscripts continue to fascinate. They present a compelling alternative history, one that challenges our assumptions and invites us to consider possibilities beyond the accepted narrative. Whether they hold genuine secrets of the past or are simply a clever fabrication, their impact on our collective imagination is undeniable. Section 8, or Conclusion. The enduring enigma of the Takenouchi manuscripts. The Takenouchi manuscripts remain an enigma, a puzzle box of history and mythology that continues to intrigue and confound. Their pages offer a glimpse into a world both familiar and utterly alien, where gods walked the earth and Japan was the center of a global empire. Whether we view them as genuine historical documents, elaborate forgeries, or something in between, their impact is undeniable. They challenge our perceptions of the past, forcing us to confront the limits of our knowledge and the possibility that our understanding of history is incomplete. The Takenouchi manuscripts, like all good mysteries, leave us with more questions than answers. They remind us that the past is not always set in stone, and there are still secrets waiting to be uncovered. Perhaps one day, the truth behind these enigmatic texts will be revealed. Until then, they will continue to spark our imaginations and fuel our fascination with the unknown.